Hello, hope everyone's good on this rainy as hell day. It has not stopped raining all day, in England at least. But I hope everyone's doing good. SH says, couldn't miss this one. Yeah, same. I'm a bit nervous, can't lie. A bit nervous, a bit apprehensive, but it should be good. But yeah, how you doing? Hope you're good. I hope all is well with you. Reluctant Gamer says, "Hey, how you doing? Hope you're good. Hope everything's good up north in Newcastle." Willie Orban, did you just want to say Willie? Was that what it was? To Aston Villa. Here we go. What kind of price are we talking about, or are you making that up? I think it might be the latter. Liverpool 2, Man United 0. Yeah, I'll take that. I think it'll be 2-0 or 3-1. But I think either way they'll win by 2 goals. SH says, hope you're well, mate. Yeah, all good. Got back from Canada on like Wednesday. So still a bit jet lagged, but equally refreshed. Am I glitching? Okay, let me fix that. Has the glitching stopped now? You are correct, to be fair. What the F? That should sort itself out. I hope. Otherwise, I'm going to be annoyed AF. Let me know in like a minute or so if that's fixed itself. It did say bad connection because I was trying something else, so it's my fault. But that should fix itself soon. How you doing, Ikram? Hope you're good. Wow, nice. Where did you go in Canada and how was it? I went to Montreal for 5 nights. The funny thing is, like, about 20 minutes after I got there, I saw a Liverpool shirt. and then 20 minutes later, I saw another Liverpool shirt. And I also saw a few Man United shirts. Saw a few Arsenal shirts, and after a week I saw an Everton shirt, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? But went to Montreal for 5 nights and then Toronto for 5 nights, so about a week and a half. But yeah, it was really good. I would definitely recommend it. Montreal I actually preferred. Montreal was less touristy. If I am to ever win the lottery, I may move there. Fish says, okay, it's improved now, yeah. That's good to hear. You are correct, because I'll see if I can properly fix the cause of that. Give me a second. Fish explaining his love for Matty Cash. Matty Cash loves you also. How you doing, Charlotte? Hope you're good. Jeffrey says, how's it? All good, all good. Got back from holiday on Wednesday. Still a bit jet lagged, which is weird. But yeah, all good with me. How's things with you? Hope you've been good. Hope all has been good with you. Bella the dog. I had a feeling your picture was a cat, but I can't see it because it was really small. So yeah, yesterday when I went back to rewatch it because I was curious if it was a cat. Here is a cat. So that's it's an interesting username. Villa beat Tottenham 2-1. Yeah, I saw. It was 1-1 kind of when when I was originally looking at that. But I think they got a goal towards the end. It seems that Harvey Elliott is still on the bench, so I don't know what's going on there. Hope he gets a bit of game time. They just kicked off here. I'll set that timer in a bit. Jeffrey says we win 3-1 today. That was my prediction as well. I'm also thinking a 3-1. So we are aligned on that. Just give me a second. I'm just sorting something. Jeffrey's all good. That's good to hear. Good to hear you're well. Good to hear everything's going well with you. I'm just doing some final setup bits and bobs. It's one of those things where like everything's fine, but then as soon as you hit the go live button, it decides to F up. Like, what the hell? Oh, God. That is life. Oh, for fuck's sake. They've already effing scored. What the hell? I haven't even set up yet. And the guy with the giant bloody ass has scored. Like, I haven't even set up yet. What the F is going on? I very rarely get angry, but if they lose to this pile of junk, I'm going to be furious. How have you conceded to Man United after a minute? These are a dog turd. What the F is going on, man? Like, I haven't even set up yet, so I'm not even looking at it, and I just see Mbeumo jiggling his backside. So they played it to the right hand side. That was fucking shite. Sorry, that was shit. These lot have like struggled to score against cardboard, and they score against this lot in a minute. What the hell is going on? Oh my God, indeed. Like I haven't even bloody properly set up yet. That's a piss take and a half. It's not the fact that they're conceding, it's the fact that they're conceding after a minute. You've lost like 3 games in a row. And then you're like, yeah, we'll be back. Some players on the floor, is it McAllister? Oh, this is a fucking piss take. I better. To be fair, I did predict the 3-1, so it's still possible. Okay, McAllister was on the floor during the whole thingy thing. Yeah, 1-0 to Man United. What the hell is going on? Is there a VAR check? Like, McAllister was on the floor. But equally, I kind of wish that they don't disallow the goal because this team needs a smack in the face to get their act together. So just let the goal go, and then sort yourselves out. Because this is unacceptable. Okay, I think fingers crossed I've sorted everything. Fish says who scored? It was Mbeumo. Mbeumo with his backside. Was it offside? To be honest, I don't think it was. Doge is gonna be happy. To be honest, like if I don't want the goal to be disallowed. Like I want the goal to stand, so that these lot stop thinking that they're big shots and actually sort themselves out. You know what I mean? Finley says good finish. I can barely remember it. I was just kind of setting up at the same time. It was Mbeumo from the right hand side, wasn't it? Fucking timer's not even bloody working. What the hell? Sorry, give me a second. Honestly, if you lose this, I know I'm normally quite composed, but it's not going to be nice. You're going to see me how I get when I'm playing games. That'll do. That was a good finish, to be fair. Just in the game one. Why is McAllister looking like Michael Phelps? Because it's raining that much in England. It's been raining all day, so he figured, you know what, let me wear a swimming cap. The real reason is he kinda went down. He went down from a challenge, but I don't know how a swimming cap is gonna kind of help him if you know what I mean. Andy with an eye says hello. How you doing? Hope all is good in Germany. Unfeasible is a good username because it's unfeasible that this defense has more than 2 brain cells, to be honest with you. Again, it's not the fact that they conceded, like these things can happen, but how'd you concede after 1 minute? And how'd you concede after 1 minute to this pile of dog turd? What does play on mean on Liverpool shirt? It's probably like some sort of sponsorship thing. Quite often they have like sponsorships with kind of charities and things. So it might be something to do with that, but I'm not 100% sure. Andy with an eye says, I can't really understand how you're treating Wirtz. He's so overhated. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not playing this game. You'd think playing against a low block, you would need his kind of passing ability to kind of unlock a defense. Okay, they're replaying it. It was a nice finish, to be fair. Was it though? Because it wasn't along. It was a good height. It was a good height for the keeper. This is gonna be a thriller, says the reluctant gamer. My heart can't take a thriller, man. I was hoping for a nice easy Sunday. Reluctant gamer says, "Did you enjoy your holiday?" I did. It was very good. 5 nights in Montreal, 5 nights in Toronto. Saw Liverpool shirts, saw Man United shirts, saw Arsenal shirts, and after a few days I saw an Everton shirt, and I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, no, it was really good. I wasn't sure if like going for 10 nights was too long, but it was a good amount of time. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. The only downside is having to come back. Well, it's weird because like part of you wants to come back just to make sure your house hasn't exploded, and then once you come back, you're like, huh. I wish I could just go again. So yeah, I'll probably be off again. No, I am off again in 2 months. But no, it was very good. I would recommend. Bella the dog says Manuel Akanji to Inter permanent. Here we go. How much is he going for? Do you know what the transfer fee is? Pep Guardiola in Tesco, says Fish. I presume he wasn't in the shampoo aisle, but I can't exactly say that either. Did you say hello to him? Did you make a conversation? Mr. Default says United. Shocking start, yeah. The thing is, they scored so early. Like I hadn't even set up yet. I was still kind of setting everything up, and then I just saw like Mbuemo kind of jiggling his backside, and I was like, what? Why is Mbuemo twerking? Why is Mbuemo acting like Beyonce? Has he scored? And I was like, oh my god, he has scored. And then there was this whole discussion about, are they going to disallow it? And I was like, you know what? Don't disallow it. Let the goal stand. Because I feel like if it was disallowed, they wouldn't learn their lesson. I mean, you think that you think they would have learned their lesson from losing 3 games? Yeah, it was bad goalkeeping, wasn't it? Like it was like it was a decent shot, but also the height of the ball wasn't exactly along the floor. So I feel like if Alisson is in goal, he saves that. But equally, Alisson isn't in goal, so we just gotta live with that. Reluctant Gamer got his PS5 Pro. Looks nice, nice. Have you got any games with it? I started playing Silent Hill F after I got back from holiday. It's pretty good. It's different to Silent Hill 2, I can't lie. I'm yet to determine if it's a good different or a bad different. But yeah, what games have you got? Bella the dog says Real Madrid are playing Getafe at 8 o'clock. Nice. I think the next Real Madrid game I'm going to watch is El Clásico. I don't know why I said that with a Mexican accent, because it's Spanish. But, which is next Sunday or next Saturday, something like that. It was bad defending, says Reluctant Gamer. Yeah, it was a combination. Van Dijk seemed to kind of run out to the ball. And the risk is when you do that, you leave a giant hole behind you. So that part was bad defending. Bradley, who's playing right back, perhaps should have gotten closer to Mbeumo, so that was bad defending. Kanate is thinking about what he's going to have for dinner later, so that was bad defending. So yeah, I mean, all around it was bad defending. Fish played the Europa League theme song in the school. Nice. Did you get in trouble for that? Or was it all good? I don't know what to name this account. Says I can't see the game right now. Are we doing bad? I mean, yeah. You concede after 1 minute. That's never a good. It's never a good thing. But yeah, how's things with you? Were you from San Francisco? I think near San Francisco. Or am I remembering that incorrectly? But I hope you're good. I've got plenty of games. Okay. So you had a standard PS5. So you've got quite a nice backlog to get through. Ooh, better. Header by Van Dijk, but goes wide. Bella the dog says, "What do you think about Sesko not starting?" It was a bit of a surprise. I can't lie. Liverpool play a high line, so I would have thought they would have. United would have Sesko on the pitch to exploit that, but equally they are 1-0 up. I'm playing Battlefield 6 and Resident Evil 4. Nice. Battlefield 6. That came out quite recently, didn't it? That seems to be the popular game at the moment. I might give that a go. After Silent Hill 2. But yeah, Resident Evil 4, I maybe completed that maybe about a year ago. That's quite good. Yeah, Silent Hill game is good. It's the same. Like under the hood, it's the same engine as Resident Evil games. But it's a bit heavier. It's a bit slower. Like you don't get loads of weapons. Like you get a pipe, and then you get you get like a wooden. Actually, I don't want to ruin it for you, but you don't get a ton of items in your inventory. But it's made by the same people. It's more creepier, more kind of horror, but it is good. I would recommend it. What's the score in the Women's FAI Cup final? I got no idea. I can check for you. 3-2. Athlone 3, Bohemian 2. There you go. How do you rate Liverpool's defense compared to previous seasons? Absolute dog turd, and like not even like fresh dog turd that's just been there for a while, and has kind of flies flying around it, and has kind of slightly begun to turn yellow for some reason. So that's kind of how I'd summarize it. Luke says, "Can Liverpool come back?" They can, but it's still extremely annoying to concede after a minute. Fish says, "Play Jedi Fallen Order soon." Is that the one with the ginger guy? Because I played the first one. To be honest with you, Jedi Order, Jedi something or other. I played the first one, and to be honest with you, I didn't really like it. It wasn't my thing. Like, I like Star Wars, but those kind of Jedi games I kind of didn't really like. Like, there's a lot of kind of platforming, and I found the combat a bit basic. Ghost of it's Yoti, isn't it? Yotai. Again, that's the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. And to be honest with you, like I tried to like Ghost of Tsushima, but I just found it boring as hell. Like, stylistic. Ooh, come on, do something. Okay, never mind. They had the chance there, but they effed it up. Like, stylistically, it was nice, and I liked the whole you follow the wind to kind of see where you go, but I couldn't really get into it. It just felt like a lot of kind of running around, and then basic sword combat, and like, he has disrespected us, we must engage in battle. I'm like, oh my god, not this again. So yeah, that's one game I've never really, I mean, I tried to play it, could never really get behind. Is this a penalty shout? No. The low is pony. Ooh, to be fair, I'd say that's a penalty. Gakpo with a shot, and that came off Ahmad's hand. So to me, that's a penalty. But equally, thinking about it, you see those given and you see those not given. Omar says it will end 3-2 United. If it does, I will not be very happy. If only Palace weren't so picky and rejected our. Is that the bid we gave for their captain? The thing is, equally, I'd kind of push back on Liverpool and say, why did you leave that to the very last minute? Are you doing a West Ham versus Brentford stream tomorrow? No, probably not. I'll be back on Tuesday probably for Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid, and then Frankfurt versus Liverpool. Although I'm starting to think, how long can I keep doing this to myself? But I will be back. Tuesday and then Wednesday. Fish with a house and an Argentina flag, which is always nice. Rose, number Eunice, Carla, spot. It would be Zhang Wei. It would be Wei Li Zhang, number 1. Yeah, I thought it was a pen for Liverpool. It hit Ahmad's hand, but Nothing came of it. Yeah, I mean that's fair conclusion. Gakpo! Ah, hits the post. Better. Anthony says, how bad on Liverpool? You know when you get really excited about something, you see something online and then you order it and you're super excited about it. And then it turns up and it's nothing like what you expected. Like that. So it's they're bad, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. They've had some chances. Sorry, no, I should have specified. So the penalty was not a penalty. It was not a penalty. But Liverpool had a counter attack and Gakpo cut inside, did a shot, and then it hit the post. And it's one of those shots where it's kind of looping in and you think it's going to go in. But it didn't quite. Was that Delo again? Yeah, I guess so, because it was the right hand side. I don't know. It says that's better, but come on, Gakpo, you finish those. Yeah, he does normally finish those, but it's better. I'll take what I can get at the moment, which is what I can get at the moment is a bit of enthusiasm. Can you type Malcolm Shaw, the footballer? We had a look at him yesterday, didn't we? His birthday, it's his, he was an Irish guy. He was a midfielder. And his birthday is in like 2 days. It's crazy that I remember that. Neon says, are we serious right now? How is that a post? Sometimes a player takes a shot and you feel like that's going to go in. It was one of those where I was like, okay, that's in. And then it just hits the post. Oh, God. There hasn't been a goal, don't worry, but it's just... It's annoying as hell. Pen was, is that 1,000? 10,000% a penalty. Hit his hand away from his body, yeah. I thought it was a penalty when I saw it. Dot says, bro, how are we losing? I don't know, man. Like, I was just setting up at the start. I was just kind of setting up at the start, like getting everything ready. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, they almost scored a second. They just did like a cutback. Which is fine. And they almost... Bruno should at least be hitting the target. With that. Yeah, Jack detests Delo. It's the point where someone could ask Jack, do you want to have a good day or would you rather Delo have a bad day? And he'd say, I'd rather Delo have the worst day ever. Who's been robbed of a pen? I mean, there was an opportunity for a Liverpool penalty. Robbery, to be fair, is probably putting it a bit too strong. It's one of those where, like, sometimes you see it given, sometimes you do not see it given. Gakpo took a shot, it hit Ahmad's hand. Ahmad's hand was slightly away from his body. His hand was at like 7 o'clock rather than like 9 o'clock, so maybe that's why. Yeah, definitely should have hit the target with that. Like, you know when they did the cutback and it just fell to Bruno on the edge of the box. That's when I started effing and blinding, I was like, but thankfully he missed. Yeah, that's a fair point from T. Shouldn't be relying on a penalty anyway. Poor. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Shouldn't be conceding after like 5 seconds, and also shouldn't be relying on that goal not being given, and also, as you said, shouldn't be relying on a penalty. This is honestly like straight up turd at the moment, but here's Sabazlai to McAllister. Saved. Yeah, it is really poor. Regan Donnellan is 29-year-old from Ireland. Let's do this because Liverpool are playing rubbish. So this this guy. Oh shit, you can't say it. Sorry. This guy. Rated 54 left back. I mean, if he wants to get a 1 hour flight to Liverpool, maybe he could start for Liverpool. Oh, good say. Oh, okay, that's better from Mamardashvili. Fish wrote a song called Dancing in the Rain. Was that not like Frank Sinatra or one of those? No, that's Singing in the Rain, right? So have you ripped off his song and just called it Dancing in the Rain? There might be some copyright on that song. Yeah, it was a good save, to be fair. Dot wants Klopp back. I'm not quite at that stage yet. I wonder if this will get as bad as that patch Klopp had, where we would concede first all the time. I was hoping that would be a thing of the past, but it seems to have returned. United look decent this game. They do. Also, Liverpool look like dog turd. Harry says, hello, how... I was saying to Harry yesterday I was going to bully him if United lost and they're winning. So he's probably come back to claim his winnings. But to be fair, the girl that you like does support Liverpool. So it's not just me. Isak hits it wide. But yeah. Actually, I'm not going to say all good. Normally I say all good. But I'm very annoyed, should we say. Like, I hadn't even set up yet properly, and Buemo had scored. Can we go back on international break? I would love that, because I was on holiday during international break. Because I was like, I ain't staying in England for whoever they're playing. So yeah, take me back to 2 weeks ago. Also, the fact that it won't stop raining here. I don't mind cold weather, but when it's raining, that gets annoying. Do you know? I don't know who that is. Is that a team or is that a player? Yeah, it was a poor shot. Harry doesn't have a girlfriend. There's a girl that he likes, and I think they're going on a date on Halloween, I believe. Yeah. Good goal. The thing is, I wouldn't even be mad that they scored, because I predicted the 3-1. But it's the fact that they scored, like, instantly. which is what kind of annoys me. Reluctant Gamer has gotten used to my lingo. It was a turd shot. Speaking of turd, here's Brian and Wormo. But thankfully nothing happens. Don't know why Onslaught changed the whole way of attack, says Neon. Yeah, I think he was trying to try something different based on the players that he has now. But with that said, he seems to have reverted back to how things were last year, if you think about it. So he's put Sabozlai back in the number 10. What I want to see is Kirkes getting up and down the pitch. Because that's his strength, getting up and down the pitch, putting crosses in. Not kind of sitting in as a additional defender. So I hope they actually make use of his strengths. Fish says, tell Harry, could I come? Is that to his date? I mean, you probably don't want to go to Harry's date. Alexis says, hi. Is that a shoebill stalk as your picture? I don't know if it is an actual shoebill stalk. What are you doing for Halloween? And when is Halloween? I think Halloween's the 31st of October, I think. Nothing special, to be honest. Ooh, Salah saved. My next kind of big thing is I'm going to Italy Italy in December. I'm considering going to Japan in February. I've been umming and ahhing about it today and also yesterday. So that might be the next big thing after that. If Liverpool lose this, I might have to go to Japan tomorrow. Do you prefer sweet tea or lemonade? Is that a comparison? I mean, lemonade. Sweet tea is horrible. You go to Asda or wherever, right? They have like strawberry tea, whatever, berry tea. That's disgusting. I don't think tea should be sweet. Like normal green tea or normal plain tea is way better. Is that Killian Toilet or Killian Toilet? Is he another player that would improve Liverpool? He's a striker. This guy, is he from your local league? Killian Toilet. I mean, if he can hit the target, he'd be slightly better than what we have. So, ask if you run into him, ask him if he's interested in catching a Ryanair flight to Liverpool, because there'll be a starting position for him. That's the weird thing, as kind of Jack is saying. You bought the best attacking left back in the world, and you use him as a centre back. I don't understand. His strength is kind of getting up and down the pitch, up and down the pitch, up and down the pitch, and then putting crosses in. But tactically, they have him. Oh, Isak should score. Better, but I think Isak was offside. But as Jack was saying, you bought the best attacking left back and you play him as a auxiliary centre back. Even there, it's just Gakpo like on his own on the left. Like, where's Kirkes? Like, what are these tactics? If you want an auxiliary centre back, should have bought Hincapié or I don't know, one of those guys. I do not understand. I do not understand the logic. I might watch my favorite movie of all time on Halloween, Mike Myers. I got all 13 movies, 11 of them in 4K, cost 600 quid. Expensive, yeah. But you've got them in 4K, that's pretty nice to be fair. What's your favorite movie for Halloween Day? I love horror movies. The thing is, I tend to not so much kind of rewatch movies, if that makes sense. Like, I'll just see, okay, what's the new Halloween movie, what's the new horror movie out, and I'll kind of watch it. I watched Trap not too long ago. That was quite good. Speak No Evil. That was quite good. Oddity. Oddity was very creepy. That's quite good. So I do like horror movies. But I'm a bit weird, and it's the same with games as well. Like I'll watch them once or play them once, but I rarely kind of go back. I wish I did, because then life would be cheaper. Fish says, "Tell Harry, can I come?" You don't want to go. Why do you want to go to his date? Yeah, go to North Korea. Yeah, go Japan. I want to see Tokyo and Nintendo World. Yeah, I'm considering it. I'm considering it. The only thing that's slightly putting me off is it's very close to the Italy trip, and then trying to find the time to plan it. Also, it's like 14 hours, which is a significant amount of time, and there's no chance in hell I can survive 14 hours in economy. Like, I always go economy, I don't care. Economy is the cheapest, but like 14 hours, I don't know if I can survive. So I might need to upgrade that. But then that makes it even more expensive. And then it's like, do I do it? Do I not do it? Yeah, you're going to book Tokyo tonight. Yeah, probably have to. The thing is, though, that might backfire, because I feel like there's lots of Man United fans there. Oh, in Canada, I got there the day that Liverpool lost to Chelsea, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wear a Liverpool shirt, because I don't just wear the shirt when we win. Sorry. So now I was wearing a Liverpool shirt in Canada on the day that they lost to Chelsea. I go to eat, and the guy serving me is like, "Oh, you lost today," and I was like, "Oh, for God's sake!" And I was like, "Yeah, that's why I'm wearing it." And he's like, "But you lost," and I was like, "Yeah, that's why I'm wearing it. I don't just wear it when we win." And then he was like, "Oh, I forgot about that." To be fair, Hugo's on the bench. If you could have any superpower for a week, what would it be? Memory loss, so I could forget this game. Isak should have scored, yeah. I think he might have been offside. Bella the dog, aka Bella the cat, says Athlone win the final. Nice. Good stuff. Corner for Liverpool. And they do absolutely nothing with it. Absolutely nothing happens. Ekatike is not injured. He is on bench. He's on bench. Elite says, nah, can Man United do the funniest thing and make it 4 losses in a row? It's one of those things where you can either laugh or cry, and I refuse to cry, so I will probably laugh, but I'll be very pissed off at the same time. I wish it was in Isak. I thought he scored, but he didn't. Yeah, Black Phone 2, that's good as well. Maybe saw that one about a year ago. Yeah, China's the good thing about China as well. It's less time from England. It's a shorter flight. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Bradley. I mean, he's fine. Okay, that's incorrect. I do like Bradley, but I want to see Frimpong starting these games. Oh my god! Thankfully, that just went over. What pet would you rather have if it was real? Garfield the cat or Stuart Little? I mean, I'm a cat person, so I'd probably have to go for Garfield. Was Stuart Little like the chef? The little white mouse who's a chef? I can't remember. But yeah, cat person goes for cats. If I had a superpower, it would be Liverpool to win every game by at least 7-0. Why stop there? Let's make it 11. Let's say each incremental game they win by one more goal than the last. Elite says, have you seen Can Uzun? Saying that really quickly, I'm like, is that like a name that's trying to catch me out? But I'm like, it doesn't sound derogatory. Madrid made a mistake signing him to Frankfurt. Oh, great! So the next team Liverpool are gonna play, they've got this amazing player. Does life never get easier? But they were also clever putting in a buyback clause of 13 million. Well, that's exactly what I want to hear. Another amazing player Liverpool are going to come up against. Dart has got to do his homework. No worries. All good. Take care. Hope the homework is interesting. I'd pick Pete the cat. Stuart Little the talking mouse. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I'd have to go for Garfield being a cat field, a cat person and all that. Chan Uzun. Like Emre Chan. Goes wide there from Cunha. Yeah, homework on the weekend is not ideal. But to be fair, I think back when I was in school, I think I had homework on the weekend as well. Is this your Chan Uzun guy? 5 goals in 6 games and 3 assists. So 8 GA in 6 games. I mean, that's pretty good numbers, can't lie, in the German league. Yeah, like Emre Can. You look like Sofia and Amrabat. To be honest, Sofia and Amrabat would probably do a better job than what we've got on the pitch today. We're just getting towards 43 minutes now. Come on, Salah, do something. Do something useful. That's not useful. The thing is as well, like, why is Kirkes so central? Why is he in the middle? Kirkes wide, up and down, hug the touchline. Kirkes is like in the middle, in like the number 10 position, trying to whip in across, but not hit the ball too hard, because you hit it too hard there, it's going to go out. Why is he in the middle? He should be out wide. I do not understand this. I know, and I know it's not just me. But why is he in the middle? He should never be in the middle. I don't understand. Liverpool, probably Real Madrid. Elite has 8-hour college, 6-hour classes, and 2-hour practical that we have to finish and submit within a week. Yeah, that's not ideal. I do kind of miss college times in general, but I don't miss that aspect. How many times a week you work out, you go gym? Well, I have a gym in my house. Well, strictly speaking, I have a garage where I've made the gym. I used to do a little bit every day, but I've not really done much since I've come back from holiday. But my excuse, in Canada, I think I walked about 150 miles, so that counts. That counts as exercise. Actually, no, I did do a bit of weights when I came back, and the weights felt heavy. Like, I picked up a dumbbell, and I was like, okay, that's an 18 kilogram dumbbell, because I've got like one that's set as 18 kilograms. Okay, that's the 18. And then I was looking at it, it said 12 and a half, and I was like, what? Wow. So that's not ideal. But I will slowly get back into it. Trying not to lift too heavy, because when I lift too heavy, I eat more. And then when I eat more, even though I'm stronger, I'm less fit, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to find the balance. Yeah, that's it. Why is the left back in central attacking midfield? I am perplexed. But why is he there? That is not his strength. Like, they're trying to do like a Trent 66 thing with him inverting. But it's like, just stay out wide, man. Fish says you look like Super Idol. I have no idea who that is, Fish. But I'll take that as a compliment. Someone tell Kirk because he's not Kendrick Lamar. Oh, do you mean Conrad Lamer or Kendrick Lamar? I would say Liverpool 21-22. We won the FA Cup Carabao, second in Prem by 1 point in Champions League final. Yeah, I mean that is a compelling argument. I'd say both are better than what we're seeing right now. Ow. Thinking about starting gym tomorrow. Slacking health-wise. Me too. I've just pulled a muscle just by bloody sitting here. So I might have to do the same. Oh God. Sometimes that happens. Yeah. Stretching to get rid of it. Yeah, I would say I'm slacking-ish, but equally, like, on in Canada, I did do a lot of walking, and I think that counts. If you could learn any language instantly, what would it be? Japanese, because I don't know any. Literally, if you want to sum up the last 45 minutes, you can't do it any better than those 3 words. They should literally call this the crap team derby, because that's what it bloody is. Oh God, why have I pulled the fucking muscle? I might have to stand up. I might have to go on BRB. Because this doesn't go away until I stand up. Bradley Robertson. Steve Finnan was good. I miss him, I can't lie. One of the best purchases from Fulham. Google Super Idol. I'll do this. I have no idea who this is. I have no idea who most of these people are. It's a song. You're saying I look like this guy? I mean, in what world? In what world do I look like this guy? I couldn't look any less like this guy if I tried. He's got hair on the top. I've got no hair on the top. I've got a beard. He doesn't have a beard. Other more obvious differences. Yeah. I don't see it. Liverpool and Barcelona last season were the top 3 teams. This season we're falling off hard. Liverpool seem to be the team that do better as the chasers rather than the chased. It's this weird underdog fascination that they have. That's the mix. Fair enough. Hansi Flick gets a red card and a huge suspension. I wish I could have a red card and a suspension. It means I don't have to watch this. But at least I can set the timer back. You know what's going to happen now? They're going to go away in half time. They're going to get told off. And they're going to come out buzzing for the first 5 minutes, and then that buzzing will wither away into the ether. He's not going to Liverpool. He doesn't even look like a football player. Dode says United 3 times. Oh. To be honest, can't even complain. Mr. Default says United, which is weird because he normally says United. I have an interesting fact. The Reds' original pitch was 110 yards long. I mean, the current pitch could be 5 yards long, and this lot still wouldn't score. I'm sorry, but Isak has been shocking. To be honest, everyone's been shocking. Elite says, I agree, man, struggling and winning in the last minute against 19th team is diabolical. I just don't know what else to say at this point. Ref hasn't got a clue, says Fabian. Yeah, there'll be contentions about the penalty, but equally, I think it was Jake who was saying earlier you shouldn't have to rely on penalty. So whether it was a penalty or it wasn't, I feel like is besides the point, because I feel like you shouldn't have to rely on that. You know what I mean? Oh, fucking hell, I've pulled a muscle, man. I'm just gonna stand up for a second, because otherwise this ain't gonna go. Okay, that's a bit better. Slightly. We're awful, something's not right, team dynamics, yeah. I mean, the tactics are weird. Like, I don't know why Kirkes is like so central. Anytime you see him, he's in the number 10 position, but like, surely his strength is kind of getting up and down the pitch, getting wide, putting a cross in. But they are insistent on just inverting him and moving him in as a false midfielder. I do not understand. And it's like, if that's what you wanted to do in the summer, why would you buy somebody whose skill set is not that? I do not understand. Oh, you're talking about Barcelona, fair enough. Charlie says, what's happening, man? To be honest, not much. Pretty toothless performance so far. I do think they'll get a stern telling off at half time, but you've seen this before. That just kind of motivates them for like 5-10 minutes. And then if you weather that storm, nothing's going to happen. Crazy FC guys not particularly happy. It's not good. Can't lie. It's like, yeah, you concede these things happen, but they didn't really seem to respond with much intensity, to be honest. Also, it's the fact that you concede after like a minute at home. Like, there's just no excuse for that. Like, I wouldn't be like as fussed if they kind of conceded in say the 25th minute or 32nd minute, but to concede after a minute. Mr. Default says Sen has made a good start at United. Is he the keeper? It's better than what's his name, Onana. But to be fair, it couldn't get much worse than Onana. But that's sometimes that's the strength of just not buying a big name, buying somebody who's less well known, isn't famous, but they're gonna try really hard. Sometimes there's benefits to that, not buying the super flashy player, but buying somebody who's gonna make the most of his opportunity and put his head down. Ben's not particularly happy. Jeremy Frimpong says the goal should have been disallowed as McAllister had a head injury. Potentially. But equally, I feel like me using that as justification would be an excuse, if you know what I mean. Like, maybe it should have, maybe it shouldn't have. But equally, they had 47 minutes after that to do something. How you doing, Dan? Liverpool mistake not getting defender in on last day of transfer window. Very true. I'd go a step beyond that. I'd say it's a mistake leaving that so late. It's a mistake leaving something so vital to the very last minute. Because then you can't mitigate the risk. Because you've left it until the very last day of the transfer window. And not even the very last day. You've left it to the very last evening of the transfer window. So if anything goes wrong, you can't do anything about it. That kind of thing, I feel like you should get that sealed up and sorted maybe a few days before. It's like getting to the airport like 20 minutes before your flight. It's like you might be okay. Well, not 20 minutes, but like an hour before your flight. You might be okay. But if there's traffic, then you're going to miss your flight. Similar sort of thing. So to a certain degree, I don't even blame Crystal Palace for pulling out. It's like if you really wanted this player, you should have sorted that deal out a week before. Not even a head injury. He got back up after the goal. Yeah, and he's wearing a swimming cap. What's that about? Why is he wearing a swimming cap? Like, if it's a serious injury, I'd expect like more of a serious kind of bandage. Liverpool need to sign a defender and a winger. They need to sign a Diaz replacement. Defender, yes. The Diaz situation is weird because, like, you had Diaz and Gakpo last year, who were kind of rotating and were different type of players. So Gakpo was more of a kind of false striker, whereas Diaz is more of a traditional winger who gets out wide. And then they sold Diaz, which again, I understand why. I understand why they sold him. And then they didn't bring in a replacement. And in fact, they say that Rio Ngamoa, who's like 16, 17, is the replacement, which again is fine. But then Rio doesn't play. Like Gakpo just plays all the time. And again, Gakpo's fine. But if his replacement is a 17-year-old who never plays, then in effect he doesn't have a replacement because his replacement is a child who doesn't play. So in effect, even though Gakpo is fine, he doesn't really have any competition. It's a weird situation. I mean, you could say maybe Ekatike can play there, but that kind of also feels like square peg into round hole. Kirkes is so buns. He's a good player, but like I don't know why. I don't know why he keeps coming central. It must be like a tactical thing. Because for Hungary, he stays out wide. And last season as well, he was very wide. But like he's in the midfield position. I'm like, what the hell are you doing there? Like you're a good crosser and all that, but you're not like Xabi Alonso. Gakpo's a decent player. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Because they sold Diaz. Which in itself, again, not necessarily an issue if you bring someone else in. But they said the 17-year-old was his backup, was the competition. But the 17-year-old doesn't get on the pitch. So in effect, there is no competition. Yeah, I'd want to see him in the second half at the very least. Mr. Default says Verts 0-0 and then United's current league position, which is interesting. Jamie Carr says, do you think if Verts comes on, you'll be better or worse? To be honest, it can't be much worse than this. Perhaps wouldn't bring him on instantly. Man, it's like it's 5:30 and people have already got like their car lights on. Summer's officially over. It's just been raining all day, man. I wish they still had it on. I would be 3-1 up. Yeah. They're coming out for the second half. It looks like the same team. McAllister's still there with his swimming cap. The only kind of positive is I think United are going to defend very deep now. And I think they're going to get deeper the longer things go on. So there might be an opportunity for Verts to come on. But I wouldn't bring him on instantly. Give it 15-20 minutes. Kirkes is struggling. The weird thing with Kirkes is they are not playing to his strengths. They are inverting him and moving him into the middle, which makes him kind of look like a fish out of water. Like if you're going to play Kirkes, get him up and down the pitch. Yeah, I realized after I said it. Yeah, Vert's on around 60th, yeah. Second half is just about to start. But we're only halfway there. Darwin come back. I think it's quite that bad. Just waiting for the second half. There you go. McAllister takes the kickoff. Yeah, I feel like Gakpo at least has tried to create somewhat of an opportunity with that shot that hit the post. Okay, Kerkez is wide now. I mean, his run did still kind of cut inside, but that's something at least. At least he's wide. And then Bradley, you know when someone kicks the ball to you, right? And then you try and kick it and you're a professional footballer, but instead of kicking the ball, you kick your own foot. Like, how is this possible? The ball is right there. You're a professional footballer. Instead of kicking the ball, you kick your own foot. That instantly should be like, if it wasn't 46 minutes, just sub him off. Like, how'd you kick your own foot? How is your kind of spatial awareness that bad? Someone passes it to you along the floor, but instead of kicking the ball, you just kick your own foot. It's mind-blowing. Gakpo gives away a foul. You bring Chiesa on? Yeah, I mean, that's an opportunity. That's a possibility. Ekitike and Isak playing up top together is also a possibility. Ruben Amorim. So I've been called Safwan Amrabat and Ruben Amorim today. I'm just waiting for Enzo Maresca to complete the trifecta. Oh, counter opportunity. 2 versus 1. Kick the ball. Oh my god, useless. Okay, ball's not lost yet. You know when you've got a counter attack opportunity, right? And Salah's running down the right, and Salah's 1-on-1, so you could pass the ball right. But if you're a brainless idiot, you just cut back. Just don't pass it to Salah. McAllister probably does have a brain injury, because how'd you not make that pass? Salah is literally free on the right, 1-on-1, but you decide to cut back and turn around. I think he has hurt his head, because that's insane. Take care, fish. Have a nice evening. Yeah, let's hope things get a bit better. I mean, they have come out. They have come out with a bit more enthusiasm. T says, who hurt their head? McAllister. He hurt his head in the first minute, and now he's wearing like a swimming cap on his head. I mean, it's so thin. I don't know what kind of protection that would give you, but it is what it is. Yeah. But Gakpo. Oh, Gakpo hit the post again. How does Gakpo hit the post again? Gakpo's hit the post twice. How is that possible? How can he hit the post twice? This one's on Sky. Gakpo's hit the post twice, man. Are they fair post hits? I'd say the first one, the second one, I think he should have scored because the ball fouled him inside the box. And even though there were a lot of defenders, he cut inside very well. So I think the second one he really should have scored. The first one I can understand because it was a counter attack and it was earlier in the game and it can be quite an anxious situation the first time round. Or to make your life better, Gravenberch might be injured. Yeah, David says, I think we should go 4-4-2 and put Frimpong in right midfield. Yeah, I think they need some sort of kind of tactical change. And I presume Isak, yeah, as you said there, and then Ekatika and Isak together. Yeah. So I'd like at the very least something like that to be in the back pocket as a possibility. Chiesa left mid, yeah. Hopefully, if they're still behind with after about 70 minutes, maybe it's something they could try. Kirkes again, like why is Kirkes less wide than Gakpo? Kirkes to me should be overlapping, not underlapping. This irritates me to my core. Yeah, probably not the game for Endo. unless they go 2-1 up or something. Yeah, it's very lethargic playing the ball around the back. There's a free kick here, crossed in, corner I think, headed out by Maguire. The thing is with playing it around the back so much, they take so much time doing it. It just gives the opposition time to get all their players back. Because we're faffing about playing the ball around the back. And it's like, come on, move the ball a bit quicker. There's a corner here being taken by Gakpo. Because that's what you want. A 6'4" giant taking a corner. Oh, just over by Salah. Yeah, same story every game, to be honest. Okay, opportunity here. Isak and Salah. Corner. Good defending by Luke Shaw. But this is better. These last 10 minutes have been better than the entirety of the first half. Okay, that's better now. So Bosla is going to be taking this corner, not 6'4" giant, who you surely want in the box. I mean, Sabozla is not exactly short, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Mamadashvili has been doing a lot better after the goal. What the hell was that? Weird cross, I can't lie. Yeah, getting a kind of capable, getting a capable backup keeper was important because given the frequency of Alisson's injuries, you're not actually going to be a backup. You're going to be you're going to be the second first choice, as weird as that is. Oh, Kirkes wins the ball and then loses the ball. Goes back to keeper. John Jones, Jan Blachowicz or Thiago Santos. Unfortunately, you'd have to go for John Jones, even though I'm not much of a fan. Dot is back. Done with homework. Nice. What kind of homework was it? Or are you just happy to be rid of it? Dawn says 1-1 Katat. I'm not sure what Katat means, but it's still 1-0 for me. Espanol. Very nice. Very nice. Michael Oliver's getting a yellow card out. Who's he booking? Possibly Casemiro. Yeah, it was a bad tackle, to be fair. The pain on your face is palpable. It's more disgust, to be honest with you. Dot says 219 people on. Well, if any of those 219 people can kick a football forwards, they do a lot better than what we're seeing today. Daniel says, "Come on, Eintracht Frankfurt. Come, we beat Liverpool up." To be honest, you probably will. It's on Tuesday. I was looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it as much now. It's on Wednesday. Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, Wednesday. Why hasn't Salah been replaced? It's a good question. He seems to kind of very rarely get taken off, to be honest. Even when he has terrible games. I don't know if it's a clause in his contract or anything. Daniel says, "Are you staying in Frankfurt on Wednesday?" Nope. I just got back from holiday last week. Oh, not last week, on Wednesday. So I went to Canada last week for like 2 weeks. So my traveling quota is all but used up for the next 2 months or so. I've actually never been to Frankfurt. I've been to Berlin, and I've been to Potsdam, and I've been to Sanssouci, but I've never been to Frankfurt before. Oh, opportunity. McAllister hits it over. McAllister hits it over in his swimming cap. But even then, I feel like that ball fell to him out of luck, not out of like any ingenuity. Man United making multiple subs. Yeah, that's it. I was thinking, who does he look like? He looks like somebody, but I can't quite get it in my head. But that's it. Petr Cech. Yeah. Wirtz is coming on, and Ekitike is coming on. Now, and Curtis Jones is coming on. Well, that's how you know you've given up on life. Is there going to be a tactical change? Gravenberch is off, who I think may have hurt himself. But Gravenberch is off. Who else is off? McAllister's off in his swimming cap. Connor Bradley's off, thank the Lord. There is somebody in the sky. Okay, so you've got Ekitike and Isak on the pitch at the same time. It'll be interesting to kind of see what this looks like. Yeah, Ekitike seems it seems to still be three up top, but Ekitike on the left. Dot says, I'm not going to lie, I think the players just need to warm up. Remember Real Madrid last year? I mean, potentially having a run of games might help them kind of get their act together. How you doing, Zaim? Says, hope you're well. Subs look promising. Yeah, they do look promising. It's nice to see Ekitike be on the pitch at the same time as Isak. They've tended to kind of take it in turns in previous weeks, so it's good to see them. It's good to see them on the pitch at the same time. But yeah, I'm good. Came back from Canada on Wednesday, which was very nice. Think I might need another holiday if we lose this. But yeah, all good. How's things with you? Hope you're well. Hold on, Gakpo's still on the pitch. What? Have I missed something? I thought Ekitike came on for Gakpo. No, Ekitike came on for McAllister. Jones on for Gravenberch. Wirtz on for Bradley. Okay. I'm not going mad. GTA 5 online or Saints Row 4? Probably GTA 5. Gakpo goes wide. Sorry, Ekitike. GTA Online, I never really played, to be honest with you. Yeah, that shot was terrible. Horrendous, some might say. Joey Prince, lol, says Liverpool's better, mate. Salah! Oh, for fuck's sake. How'd you miss that? I just think it's one of those. I just think it's one of those where they're just not going to score. Liverpool can play better than this, and they have been better in the second half. But the ball just fell to Salah like a meter away from goal, and he hits it wide. It's one of those where like if you're not getting that on target, you're just not gonna. It's just not your it's just not your day. Biggest fall off since Jedward. Whatever happened to them? Was it Jake and Edward, or was it Jerry and Edward? I forget their names. Or was it John? No, it was John and Edward, wasn't it? Chris says, I'm your Italian fan. Nice. I'm going to Italy in 2 months, which I'm looking forward to. I've never been before. LFC Muse says, Slots a mess. I think players have given up on him, so clueless. The thing is, if the players have given up on him, then to me that's the players' issue. The players are at fault. Like, because I doubt Slot is doing anything, has given them any reason to. But generally speaking, I think the issue is the issue is mental. Chris is from Milan. Very nice. I'm going to Rome and Naples and Tivoli, I think. Tivoli. In December, which I'm looking forward to. Do you support AC Milan or Inter Milan? Shocks says, how are Liverpool playing? It's interesting that you're called Shocks because they are shocking. Not Gamers says, will Arsenal win the Premier League? I don't think so. Man City at this point, at this rate. If Liverpool continue playing like this, Man City. Gunez is from Turkey. Nice. I've never been to Turkey before. Maybe Turkey, maybe next year. But Turkey is on my list because it's not too far from the UK. Shock says, I'm an Arsenal fan, that's why I'm asking. Yeah, rubbish. Shocking they've been. I mean, a bit better in the second half, but when you're playing at a 1 out of 10, like a 3 out of 10 is better than that. But equally, a 3 out of 10 on its own is not great. Zame says, this is Van Dijk's worst game this season. Yeah. I don't know kind of why he was so high up the pitch at the start. You know, when they scored the Mbeumo goal. The organisation is just pretty much non-existent. And I feel like we're relying... Oh, Ekitike just hits it wide. But like even though they're getting chances now, it doesn't feel coherent or organised. I just feel like they're relying on individual brilliance or somebody to have like an individual moment who does something, rather than it being like a structured thing that they work through. Not Gamers says, how many goals will Gyökeres score this season? Maybe like 15 or something. Around that mark probably. Which is good. I mean, that's good. Oh, I forgot the manager's Ruben Amorim. Honestly, like if they lose to this guy, number one, I can say I'm Ruben Amorim, so I planned it. So maybe that's a positive. But in general, if they lose to this guy, then they need to reassess their life choices. Niam says, Salah's nerfing us, shouldn't be starting until his form picks up. It was interesting that they made all those subs, but Salah still stayed on the pitch. Like I thought, like when kind of Ekitike was coming on, I was like, okay, maybe Salah's gonna go off, but it's like, what does it take for Salah to get subbed? Like I almost feel like he can have a 0 out of 10 performance and still not get subbed off. Yeah, to be fair, I mean Chiesa at least kind of tries, at least kind of puts effort in, and at least shows a bit of enthusiasm, and also gets a couple of goals here and there. Verts with the cross. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Kiwi, blueberry, or raspberry. Probably raspberry, blueberry, then kiwi. I don't like kiwis, but raspberries and blueberries are pretty good. What will be the El Clasico score on the 26th? It's a good question. I will be here for that. Probably a draw. I can see a draw happening. I don't know if that's a boring answer. Scored 2 for Egypt like nothing. System doesn't seem to be working. It just Chiesa's coming on. Why is he holding up number 9? Why is he don't hold up number 9. Hold up number 11. Why are you holding up number 9? Why are you taking Isak off? What does it take to take Salah? Again, I like Salah. Like, I actually like him. But equally, if he's not doing much, sub him off for Chiesa. Why would you take Isak off? You look like him, yeah. The thing is, people say that I look like Salah and also Ruben Amorim. So in a way, whatever the result here, I don't lose. maybe if I think about things that way, it will it will make things a bit easier. Salah Van Dijk performances explain why FSG didn't want to extend Henderson's contract. Yeah, the annoying thing about that as well is if they didn't extend Henderson's contract, they would have got Bruno Guimaraes. Again, Wirtz did really, really well there, and then Salah just passes it back. Like, I'm trying not to start like a Salah hate train, but Wirtz, very good. Sets up Salah, but then Salah just fluffs the shot. Yeah, he seems to kind of either hit the ball too hard or hit the ball not hard enough. Okay, Curtis Jones. To Chiesa. Curtis Jones probably handballed it. But it's cleared anyway. Van Dijk, not. Yeah, I'd say he's been fine. I'd say the first few games of the season, I thought he was very good. Lately, not so good. But lately, the whole team not so good. But yeah, has Salah scored in the Premier League this season? Again, like I still kind of rate Salah. I think he's very good. The only thing is, like, if he's not performing, then just sub him off. Oh, did he score at the start? 4-2 Bournemouth, okay. Well, that's a relief because he's in my fantasy team. Penn versus Burnley. Okay, you got a better memory than I have. I can barely remember, man. I remember the Galatasaray game. Chelsea game I wasn't here for. But I don't remember what was before that. I remember the Arsenal game. It's a Barzilai free kick. Salah's the best. Yeah. No, that's fair. I agree with that. Like, not saying Salah's terrible or Salah's past it, or Salah's not good enough anymore. Like, he's still good. He still has value. But equally, as you're saying, if he's not performing, sub him off. Good work there by Curtis Jones, but saved. Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, or Donald Cerrone. I think the order in which you have it is correct. Even though Nate Diaz did beat Conor McGregor at least once, maybe twice. No, I think Conor McGregor might have won one of those, and I think Nate Diaz maybe won the later one. Salah not performing good, it was just his last season. Yeah. I mean, he's certainly in a bad patch of form. I mean, maybe he keeps him on because he thinks he can create something out of nothing, which he does do, but it's always a risk, I guess. Cross by Gakpo. Verts keeps it in. Sabazlai, Chiesa, Salah, corner. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair point as well. Like, how old is he now? Like 34, 35? You can't continue to kind of play 90 minutes. Game after game after game, especially in multiple competitions. It's all falling apart. Thankfully, Slot doesn't have much to worry about in that respect. Another corner. Nothing happens. Come on, make something happen. Chiesa. Gakpo! Has Gakpo scored? Has he scored? This is what VAR does to us. We say, has he scored or has he scored? Is that a goal? Is that a goal for Gakpo? Why am I doing this with my hands? I think Gakpo scored. No VAR, please. Gakpo's not celebrating. He's clearly onside. That's a genuine goal for me. M says, "Come on, United." I think that might have been a goal. To be fair, I think it might be 1-1. I think that might be a goal. Yeah, I don't see any VAR complaints. We can get excited now. Okay, 1-1. Oh God. Yeah, I think M's might be the bad luck charm because as soon as you said "Come on United," Liverpool scored. So can you do me a favor? Can you say "Come on United" again in like 5 minutes when we need a second goal? Oscar Bob or Lewis, who will be a starter. I mean, both pretty good to be fair. Is that Rico Lewis or Oscar Bob? Maybe leaning a bit towards Oscar Bob, but both very good. Why did the fish blush? Because they saw the ocean's bottom. I went to an aquarium the other day, which was pretty cool. Speaking of fish. They had like it's one of those where like the aquarium's above your head as well, and like you can see like sharks above you. It's pretty nice. Can't lie. Fun experience. Yeah, I think. Oh, Wirtz again. Wirtz has been good since he's come on. Wirtz with another good pass. Okay, hopefully this will inject a bit of enthusiasm and self-belief back into the team. I think people still thinking as a star player, but I think he's a good player in Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, I think Liverpool kind of have so many stars now. To a certain degree, when you have so many stars, it's almost as if you have no stars because they're all kind of equal. So yeah, Salah is kind of one of many, I think. But Chiesa's on the right. Salah's more kind of central. Salah and Ekitike are central and Chiesa's on the right. Yeah. Just another come on United in a few minutes. United are making some subs. Lenny Euro's coming on and some other bloke. It's Kalbi Mania. I almost didn't recognize him because he doesn't normally have that hairstyle. Okay, we're on 82 minutes. Well, at the very least, I'm on 82 minutes. Oh, don't concede. Don't concede. Don't concede. Good defending. Thank the Lord. That was defended very well. He should not be a touchline winger anymore. The angles don't favour it. Yeah, and he's not fast enough anymore. I mean, he certainly doesn't have the kind of rapid pace he had when he was younger. I mean, he's an option. But equally, I think, as we were saying earlier, if he's not performing, sub him off. Oh, Jesus Christ! I thought that almost went in. Oh, for F's sake! Harry Maguire's just scored. Oh God. Who's playing better? I was gonna say Liverpool, but I think because Liverpool can't defend to save their lives, you'd have to say United. That is ridiculous. How'd you put all that effort in? How'd you put all that effort in to get a goal back to just concede? To just concede again. Okay. To just concede again, like 2 seconds later. Eric says, Harold. Let's see what happened here. Poor defending by Konate again. Konate is woeful, man. What is that? Honestly, what is that? Konate in absolute no man's land. Basically a clear header. United had De Ligt and Dogu and Maguire. If Maguire missed the ball, Dogu would have got it. If Dogu missed the ball, De Ligt would have got it. That's just terrible. You've basically left 3 players unmarked. You can only laugh, to be honest. They're advertising Japan Airlines on the hoardings. I might have to catch a flight to get away from this. Oh, they're finally taking Salah off. Who they're bringing on? Frimpong. Okay, I mean Frimpong's. Frimpong's something. Nav says you seem happy, mate. I'm delighted. Okay, here's Frimpong. Welcome, Jeremy from Germany. We'll give you 5. Oh, Gakpo just missed an open header. But better. Mr. Default says, I told you Maguire winner. 2-1 United Maguire winner. The thing is with that, if Maguire didn't get the header, then Dogu would have got it. And if Dogu didn't get the header, then De Ligt would have got it. And now Gakpo gets a header, but Gakpo can't even get it on target. This performance is so bad. It's if I had this in Football Manager, I would literally click on every player, right click, and find 2 weeks' wages. You know when you have one of those performances. And I literally wouldn't stop until I've gone through every player. It's another free kick to United. Well, I mean, the manager can complain about it, but like, what are you crying about? Like, what exactly? There wasn't like a bad decision, or it wasn't a conspiracy. They crossed it in. They had 3 open players, which to me is tactical, because how'd you leave 3 open players? And they just headed it in. So it's like, well, you can only be angry at yourself. Fucking hell, they just had another open header. De Ligt that time. They're all having a go at this point. They just can't defend. Seem completely incapable. Completely incapable of defending like high crosses. I mean, you'd think having Van Dijk and Kanate, that would be the forte, but I feel like I could win a header at the moment without even getting out of this chair. Yeah, always getting done on set pieces. Just no organisation, no coherent structure. It's like a ball comes flying in. And when the ball comes flying in, it's like excuse the pun, but it's like a slot machine as to whether you'll header it out or not, rather than having some coherent system in place to prevent it. It's like leaving your door wide open. It's like leaving your front door wide open and just taking the risk that somebody might go in or somebody won't, rather than actually putting a lock on the door. Yeah, definitely should have brought Chiesa on earlier. He's at least shown a bit of enthusiasm. Crazy says, "Brop, bro, I hate this. Yeah, this has been awful. Don't release any Google Pixel content or Subway content or what type of Subway cookie do you like the most? That nonsense they put out. Don't film any social media videos. Spend all your time on the training pitch. Go training, go home. That's it, yeah. No social media videos, please. No, no. Oh, let's draw a picture and guess who the picture is. None of that. How much aggregate time? 8 minutes, thank the Lord. Yeah, I don't even see any like tactical structure. It's just kind of all over the place. Crazy FC guy's friend's gonna bully him, but you can also bully him back. It is 2-1. Not quite the orientation or direction in which we predicted. but it is 2-1. To be honest, I thought Isak was doing quite well. But then they took Isak off instead of Salah. When they took Isak off, I rather would have taken Salah off. Crazy FC guy says we're cooked. Thankfully, it's not too bad because they are still third. But equally, I feel like that's a bit disingenuous to kind of use that as a excuse. Like I think the point that you're saying is valid. There seems to be a major issue, and I think if anybody says, "Hey, we're third, stop complaining," I think people are gaslighting you if they say that. To a certain degree. Yeah, 8 minutes, plenty of time. Just hitting 92 now. Yeah, Gakpo should have scored. Completely headed it. Completely fluffed up the header. He scored one, but he did have another opportunity a few minutes back. Like, how do you cross it in? You cross the ball in, right, and you've got giants in the pitch, and you just miss. You just miss all the giants. To be honest, Galatasaray were the better team. Were the better team in that game. They deserve the win. Trust comeback. Mamedashvili header and Chiesa goal. I'd like to see that. Chiesa, like at least when he comes on, he's putting a bit of effort in. He's trying. He like shows like more signs of life than Salah shows for like 90 minutes. Damn, what's happened to Liverpool? Just take the M off your name, and then that's basically what they are. They're playing. They're just playing long balls. Looking very desperate, to be honest with you. Looking very desperate. Can't even go outside after this because it's pitch black now and it won't stop raining. Well, if they do lose this game, what are the positive PR stories that they're going to put out? Because you just know there's going to be some sort of positive PR story coming out tomorrow or Tuesday. It probably won't be a Kanate contract, but there'll be some sort of story they've got saved up. Because that's how these people operate. There'll be something saved in the drafts that they'll post tomorrow, just to take everyone's mind off of this. Crazy FC guy says we can't lose the derby. Well, they've got 3 minutes to try and change something with Sabazlai in right back. Come on, Kirkes, get up the pitch. Yes, that's what I wanted you to do for the entire game. Kirkes with a cross. Nothing happens. Charlotte says, I love what you do. Well, I don't love watching this. There's 2 balls on the pitch. There's 2 balls on the pitch. Oh, God. Kanate does a weird thing. Like when he's trying to header the ball, he'll bow his head, and and it's like if you're bowing your head, surely that's making you shorter. So how you gonna head the ball by bowing your head? Maybe Van Dijk's trainers are too bright. Maybe they're blinding the defense. Oh, God! They've got Kanate up front now. That's how you know you've given up on life. Mbuemo's holding on to the ball. Not Mbuemo, Cunha. Malusi says disappointing scenes. Disappointing scenes indeed. Not a good performance. First half was completely flat. Second half a bit better, but still not quite good enough. But I look forward to kind of whatever PR story they're gonna release tomorrow, just to change, just to distract people. They've probably got like three or four things saved in the drafts. User says, I'm a United fan, but you guys should have cashed in on Salah. To be honest, they couldn't cash in on him last season because his contract was up. But they can cash in on him this season because he's got a 2-year deal. Yeah, Gakpo got a nice goal, to be fair. Could have maybe at the second hit the post twice, but at least, he's trying. Dot hates his club. I mean, understandable after this kind of performance. Oh God, you're right. Four losses in a row. Is that full time? That was rubbish. That was trash. That was absolute dog turd of the highest degree. And not the good kind of dog turd. Not that there is a good kind. Crazy FC guy is switching to Arsenal. Isak was terrible. To be honest, I thought he was fine. I thought Salah was terrible. To be honest, I thought kind of everyone was terrible. The tactics are weird though. Like I don't understand. I don't understand why they are insistent on Kirkes underlapping and coming central. Like Kirkes' strength for me is kind of getting out wide, crossing it in, getting up and down the pitch. But they're insistent on playing him like a midfielder. I don't get it. But it is what it is. I'm not watching this rubbish anymore. Might be back Tuesday. for Atletico Madrid game. But if not, probably be back Wednesday to put me through this nonsense again with Frankfurt. But anyway, have a nice weekend. I am going to drown my sorrows. Likely outside because it's raining and it looks like it's drowning. But yeah, take care guys. Enjoy.